I lost 70 pounds in 1 year. No gym membership. No starving myself. No expensive meal plans or supplements. The biggest changes I made were to the foods I was eating, and most of them were not what you would expect. One of those foods was papaya. And before you scroll past thinking this is just another fruit video, stick with me for the next few minutes because what papaya actually does inside your body goes so much deeper than most people realize. The health benefits of this fruit are genuinely underappreciated, and by the end of this video you are going to understand exactly why it became one of the foods I kept coming back to throughout my entire weight loss journey. If this kind of content is useful to you, hit that like button before we get into it. It helps more people find this channel. And let's jump into it right now. Here's the thing about papaya that most people do not know. It is one of the most nutritionally complete fruits available anywhere in the produce section, but because it does not have the same cultural familiarity as apples, bananas, or watermelon in many parts of the world, it gets overlooked constantly. That is a mistake. Because papaya contains something that almost no other fruit on the planet has: a powerful digestive enzyme called papain. And papain is the reason papaya stood out to me personally and kept showing up in the research I was doing during my weight loss journey. Let's start there. Benefit number 1 is digestion, and this is where papaya is genuinely in a league of its own. Papain is a proteolytic enzyme, which means it breaks down protein. It works similarly to bromelain in pineapple, which we covered in a previous video, but papain has some unique properties that make it particularly powerful for digestive health. When you eat papaya with or after a protein-heavy meal, papain actively assists your digestive system in breaking down that protein more efficiently. The result is that your body absorbs nutrients more effectively, your gut does significantly less work, and you avoid the heavy, bloated, uncomfortable feeling that so many people experience after eating. For anyone who regularly deals with bloating, digestive discomfort, or that sluggish feeling after meals, this is the benefit that tends to make the most immediate noticeable difference. Papaya is one of the most effective natural digestive aids available, and unlike over-the-counter digestive supplements, it comes packaged with an enormous amount of additional nutrition. But papain does not stop at digestion. It has been studied for its anti-inflammatory properties, its role in immune function, and its ability to support gut lining health. We are going to come back to papain throughout this video because just like bromelain in pineapple, it shows up across multiple benefits and is genuinely one of the more remarkable compounds found in any whole food. Benefit number 2 is weight loss and hunger control, and this is the one I want to spend a little extra time on because it is personal for me. When I started paying attention to what I was eating during my weight loss journey, one of the things I noticed was that certain foods kept me full and satisfied for hours while others left me hungry again 30 minutes later. Papaya consistently fell into the first category, and once I understood why, it made complete sense. There are 3 things working together here. The first is water content and calorie density. Papaya is approximately 88% water by weight, which puts it right alongside watermelon and pineapple as one of the highest water content fruits available. A full cup of papaya contains roughly 55 calories. That is an extremely generous, satisfying portion of a naturally sweet, flavorful fruit for a very small calorie investment. That high water content physically fills your stomach, triggers the stretch receptors in your stomach wall, and sends fullness signals to your brain before you have consumed very many calories at all. The second is fiber. A cup of papaya contains about 2.5 grams of dietary fiber, which slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and extends that feeling of fullness after eating. The slower your digestion moves, the longer you stay satisfied, and the less likely you are to reach for something else an hour later. The third is something I noticed personally but which also has a scientific basis. The natural sweetness of papaya is extremely effective at killing sugar cravings. During my weight loss year, one of the hardest things to manage was the afternoon craving for something sweet. Replacing processed sweet snacks with papaya satisfied that craving completely, and over time those cravings became less frequent and less intense. When you combine a very low calorie count with high volume, solid fiber, and genuine sweetness satisfaction, you have a food that helps you eat less without ever feeling like you are restricting yourself. And that combination is exactly what made papaya such a consistent part of what worked for me personally. Before we keep going, if you are finding this useful, drop a like on the video and leave a comment below telling me if you have ever eaten papaya before and what you thought of it. And check the description and the pinned comment below for helpful resources and the research studies referenced in this video. Benefit number 3 is anti-inflammatory properties, and this one connects directly to weight loss in a way that most people have never considered. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the most underappreciated drivers of weight gain and difficulty losing weight. When your body is in a persistent state of inflammation, driven by processed food, stress, poor sleep, or environmental factors, it disrupts the normal functioning of your hunger and satiety hormones. It promotes fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. And it makes it significantly harder for your body to access stored fat as an energy source. Papaya fights inflammation through multiple pathways. Papain has well-documented anti-inflammatory effects and has been shown in research to reduce inflammatory markers in the body. Papaya also contains a range of antioxidant compounds including vitamin C, beta-carotene, and flavonoids that neutralize the oxidative stress driving inflammatory processes. There is also a compound in papaya called chymopapain, a second enzyme that works alongside papain and has been studied specifically for its role in reducing inflammation in joint tissue and connective tissue. Over time, consistently eating anti-inflammatory whole foods like papaya contributes to a reduction in that background inflammation, which means better hormone signaling, more accurate hunger cues, and a metabolic environment that is more favorable for weight loss. Benefit number 4 is immune system support, and papaya is one of the more impressive whole food sources of immune-supporting nutrients available. A single cup of papaya contains more than 100% of the recommended daily intake of vitamin C. That is an extraordinary amount of one of the most essential nutrients for immune function in a single serving of fruit. Vitamin C supports the production and activity of white blood cells, acts as a powerful antioxidant, supports tissue repair, and plays a role in the absorption of iron from plant-based foods. But papaya goes beyond vitamin C for immune support. It is also a rich source of vitamin A, delivered in the form of beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A as needed. Vitamin A is critical for maintaining the integrity of the mucous membranes that line your respiratory tract and digestive tract, which are your body's first line of defense against pathogens. And then papain makes another appearance here. Research suggests that papain may help modulate immune responses in a way that supports balanced immune function, reducing excessive inflammation that can suppress immunity while helping the body identify and respond to threats more effectively. The combination of vitamin C, vitamin A, and papain working together makes papaya one of the more complete immune-supporting whole foods available, particularly during periods of physical stress, illness, or seasonal change when immune function tends to dip. Quick break. I have put together some helpful resources and research links in the description and the pinned comment below if you want to go deeper on everything we are covering today. Benefit number 5 is heart health, and this one tends to surprise people because most people do not immediately think of fruit when they think of cardiovascular support. Papaya supports heart health through several distinct pathways. The fiber content helps lower LDL cholesterol, the type associated with arterial plaque buildup, by binding to cholesterol in the digestive tract and carrying it out of the body before it can be absorbed. Potassium in papaya helps regulate blood pressure by counteracting the effects of sodium. And the antioxidant compounds in papaya, particularly vitamin C and beta-carotene, help protect the lining of blood vessels from oxidative damage that contributes to cardiovascular disease over time. What most people do not know is that papaya also contains lycopene, the same powerful antioxidant found in watermelon and tomatoes that has been associated with reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. Red and orange-fleshed papaya varieties tend to have higher lycopene content than yellow-fleshed varieties, so look for those when you are shopping. For anyone already making dietary changes for weight loss, as I was during my 70-pound journey, the cardiovascular benefits of papaya are a meaningful bonus that comes along with everything else this fruit delivers. And by the way, if you want to go deeper on how specific foods support heart health and cardiovascular function, that is a topic I am planning to cover in a future video. Benefit number 6 is skin health, and this is one that tends to generate a lot of interest once people understand the mechanism behind it. Papaya is exceptional for skin health through 2 primary pathways. The first is vitamin C and collagen production. Vitamin C is one of the essential cofactors your body needs to produce collagen, the structural protein that gives your skin its firmness, elasticity, and youthful appearance. With over 100% of your daily vitamin C in a single cup, papaya is one of the most efficient dietary sources of this collagen-supporting nutrient available. The second pathway is papain again. Papain has natural exfoliating properties. It breaks down the dead skin cells and protein bonds on the surface of skin, revealing fresher skin underneath. This is why papain is a common ingredient in high-end skincare products and facial exfoliants. Eating papaya regularly gives you this benefit from the inside out, supporting skin cell turnover and contributing to a clearer, more even skin tone over time. For anyone who lost a significant amount of weight, as I did, skin health becomes particularly relevant because rapid weight loss can affect skin elasticity. The collagen-supporting and skin-renewing properties of papaya made it a food I continued eating well beyond the weight loss phase for this reason specifically. Now let's talk about how to actually use papaya strategically to get the most out of it. The most effective timing is eating papaya 20 to 30 minutes before a main meal, particularly one that is protein-heavy. This gives papain time to prime your digestive system, gives the water and fiber time to begin triggering satiety signals, and takes the edge off your hunger before you sit down to eat. The result is that you naturally eat a smaller portion without feeling like you are restricting yourself. As an afternoon snack, papaya is particularly powerful for the reasons we covered. The natural sweetness kills sugar cravings, the volume and fiber keep you genuinely full, and the calorie count is low enough that it does not interfere with your overall daily intake. One thing worth knowing is the difference between ripe and unripe papaya. Ripe papaya, which is orange or yellow and soft to the touch, is what most people are familiar with and is what we have been talking about throughout this video. Unripe green papaya has an even higher concentration of papain and is commonly used in Southeast Asian cooking in dishes like green papaya salad. Both are nutritious, but ripe papaya is sweeter and more accessible for most people as a daily food. When buying papaya, look for fruit that gives slightly when pressed and has turned mostly yellow or orange on the outside. Store it at room temperature until ripe, then refrigerate to slow further ripening. And do not throw away the seeds. Papaya seeds have their own set of health properties and can be dried and used like peppercorns or blended into smoothies. Here is the bottom line on papaya. It is one of the most complete and most underrated whole foods available in most grocery stores, delivering digestive support through papain, hunger control through water content and fiber, anti-inflammatory compounds, immune-supporting vitamins, cardiovascular benefits, and skin health support, all in one fruit that costs very little and tastes genuinely delicious. During my 70-pound weight loss journey, I was not following a complicated plan. I was making simple swaps, replacing processed snacks with whole foods that my body actually responded well to. Papaya was one of those foods. And if you are on your own health or weight loss journey, It is one of the simplest and most enjoyable additions you can make. And if you want to check out more on how specific whole foods supported my weight loss and what the science says about them, I made a video on the incredible health benefits of pineapple, another enzyme-rich fruit with a very similar story, and you can check that out.